We live in the middle of Kakadu National Park. It's a really special place that we live in, so we need to have good waste management strategies, and at the moment they're really not the best they could be.
We have 16 landfills in Kakadu National Park. Many of them are set on fire on a sort of a daily or every second day basis, and there are obvious environmental problems with that.
Toxins from burning rubbish isn't the only waste management problem in Kakadu. There are too many people handling waste, and animals such as dogs and birds are scavenging from rubbish. Also, uncontrolled dumping can lead to poisons getting into the soil. These are environmental problems and are a health risk.
You'll notice that Jabiru being the base, and obviously there's a lot of waste here too in Jabiru Township.
Council comes around every 2 days a week. On the working day, they just come, pick him up and take him in the dump. So sometimes people just leave all the rubbish. If the person comes really good, everything's over, everything comes really good, and then probably this guy goes pick his rubbish, put it in the rubbish bin or in the garbage. We got a bin, we've been getting bins for lots of time, but we got young boys here, I say bring too much and they stop dusting around all the bin. The only things we want council to come pick is rubbish.
On Mondays and Thursdays we push up the tip in preparation for our Tuesdays and Fridays rubbish run. That takes the majority of the day to do with a couple of blokes on a truck. In addition to that, there's daily pickups out of the mall, and we probably take a truckload out of the mall in general litter and commercial bits and pieces and general rubbish bins every day, except Sundays.
Yeah, so the major waste dumps at the moment are located here at Coimbra.
It's fairly convenient for us just to have a dump here, and obviously during the dry season when it's peaking and we've got 1,000 people coming through here every day. There's an area behind all the foliage where we actually set a light to it each day, obviously with problems with dingoes and things like that.
So, do you burn anything?
Basically small products which say guest rubbish bins and things like that which guests dump, and also food products and things like that just to keep away dingoes and all those sorts of things.
With the rubbish tips near Coimbra there?
It flows through our campsite. It is a bit of a problem, just loose rubbish and that sort of thing.
There's also another one here at South Alligator.
Here at Aurora, we try and recycle most of our rubbish, but we have it's holes in the ground type rubbish tip up the back. We've got one for general rubbish. We've got another one for food scraps for the kitchen, which we burn before the animals and that get into it.
We've got business and commercial type stakeholders like tourism operators, hotels, businesses around town. ERA, the mine, is clearly a big stakeholder. Council, we've got responsibility for waste management at the moment. The most important, I guess, is the community members who actually live in the area. This is their home. Then we've got groups like the traditional owners who clearly have a strong sense of responsibility and connection to the place and want to see it looked after. National Parks is a very important stakeholder in this process.
The waste that gets generated around here in the headquarters area, it gets carted off to the Jabiru tip and I guess becomes part of the town's garbage. At the moment we have about 13 small tips spread around the park, and most of our rubbish just gets put in those tips, generally in close proximity to our ranger stations. We have 4 ranger stations, and then we have small tips near some of our campgrounds as well. Most of our visitors that come to the park come to appreciate the natural values of the park, and so they're generally not out to ruin those values. So,
what about the idea of asking people to take their rubbish out with them?
we ask people to take it, and then they take it to, I guess, their next stop that has a bin, and for a lot of people it's here at the headquarters area, so we got a lot more bins that we need to have emptied and taken to the Jabiru tip, so the rubbish still stays within the park. Other waste that gets generated in the park is a lot of aluminium cans, bottles. It gets collected by our park staff and occasionally gets taken into Darwin to the recyclers. Sort of goes in as a backload.
We actually have a truck through Wastemaster which actually comes out generally once a month or whenever required, and takes it straight into Darwin.
We don't have an effective recycling system as well, or any kind of waste, any strategic waste minimisation strategy.
We've got other stocks of batteries, of oil, of aluminium cans, which we all keep separate.
Any old white goods or large products you can see we keep aside, either for future use where possible, so any wood products or white goods, any spare parts we can use. Where possible, we do try to recycle.
We do some composting. We've got a small mulcher as well. We mix it up with leaves and other dead matter, and eventually we put it around the new trees and around the garden beds.
We have many more people handling waste than is necessary. Many of them are handling waste in a manner that is in breach of occupational health and safety standards.
Yeah. Because we've got bins, and we put stuff into bins in bags, but the bags break, and then we've got to, it's probably a couple of hours a day. Somebody's actually got to go around and pick them all up, take them up there.
So we're looking at ways for centralising rubbish collection, introducing things like recycling, protecting the land.
Kakadu National Park, that's one of the things that we'd like to see happen when there is a single waste management contract for the park, that will actually have a compactor that operates within a 60-kilometre radius of Jabiru, picking up rubbish.
Do you think it's a good idea to have a centralised system?
I'd say yes, yeah, because you can have more control, and you're not going to miss, like a battery goes west here and some oil goes there. If you have got a centralised thing, and can have any trouble with the environment, things are going to be a lot cleaner.
We suffer in Kakadu from having 4 or 5 different entities all managing waste separately, and our plan is to bring those groups together and have a single waste management contract for the whole of the park, which will hopefully see waste managed more cost effectively, but most importantly in a more environmentally sustainable manner.
I'm just saying, if council want us to do, well, council should give the word to CDP so CDP can do all the pickup.
We've looked at a number of options with recycling, and obviously it ranges from having the full curbside recycling service such as exists in Darwin and other major centres, through to sort of more low-tech solutions such as having recycling bays actually located at the Jabiru landfill and then taking recycled materials into Darwin, or even what they call warehousing recycled materials. You can then take it back out and price for it on the market.
I believe if they do a recycling refuge thing like they do in the southern states of Australia, I think it may work, and take it back to Darwin and use the tips in Darwin. And, yeah.
might even be able to look at shutting down the Jabiru landfill and transporting all of the waste into a site in Darwin, and that's something that is on the long term.
Yeah, I'd like to see it taken out of the park, and sure the economics come into it, but we should also counter that with the costs of our staff time, for example. Sort of spending a lot of time on handling rubbish at the moment, and that comes at a cost. We have to pay people, and it's possibly a better use for their time to be in natural and cultural resource management programs rather than just handling garbage.
And I think one of the key kind of successes so far has really been bringing together those diverse stakeholders and them recognising their responsibility and the value for them in improving waste management. So, you know, a number of those stakeholders have come together in the working group for this project, and yeah, we look forward to working with them all.
Really now it's about getting the main organisations who produce waste or are responsible for waste, bite the bullet, get together, jointly tender, and put in place a long-term regime for better waste management.